Behind the smiles and all the flashing cameras, it can be hard to remember sometimes that all of our favorite Hollywood celebrities are humans like us. They feel joy, but they also feel pain, and despite how they present themselves, some of them fight demons in private. These actresses have one thing in common. They each battled ailments, both physical and mental. Some hid it from the rest of the world, and the ones who didn't weren't taken seriously until their demise. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, the epitome of Hollywood glamour, enchanted audiences with her radiant smile and undeniable talent. Born Norma Jean Mortensen on June 1, 1926 in Los Angeles, she endured a tumultuous childhood marked by abandonment and uncertainty, especially seeing as she had no parents. She had to choose between foster homes and experienced early marriages, seeking stability and purpose. However, it was under the name Marilyn Monroe that she skyrocketed to fame in the 1950s. Her performances in iconic films like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, Some Like It Hot, and The 7-Year Itch captivated audiences worldwide. With her sultry voice, curvaceous figure, and charismatic presence, she became a symbol of sensuality and feminine allure. Yet, behind the carefully crafted facade of stardom, Marilyn wrestled with inner demons that few knew about. Despite her tremendous success and the adoration of millions, she grappled with insecurities, anxiety, and feelings of loneliness. The pressures of fame and the constant scrutiny of the media took their toll on her emotional well-being. Marilyn's personal life was equally tumultuous, marked by a string of relationships and marriages, including notable ones with Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller. These high-profile romances made headlines, but also subjected her to intense public scrutiny, leaving her yearning for genuine connection and stability. To cope with the demands of her career and the emotional turbulence she faced, Marilyn turned to alcohol and prescription drugs. These substances became a refuge from the stressors of her life, offering temporary relief from the inner turmoil she battled. As her fame grew, so did the pressure to maintain her image as the quintessential blonde bombshell. The expectations of Hollywood and the constant need to meet societal beauty standards weighed heavily on her shoulders. Her struggle with body image and self-confidence further exacerbated her emotional struggles. On that fateful day, August 5, 1962, Marilyn was found lifeless in her Brentwood home. The world was in shock and mourning, unable to comprehend the loss of this radiant star. The official cause of death was ruled as an overdose of barbiturates, but the circumstances surrounding her passing remained shrouded in mystery and speculation. It then occurred to her fans and well-wishers that Marilyn has been struggling with drug addiction all her life while fighting to maintain a sweet and cheerful public image. Until her demise, no one really had an idea of the depression, anxiety, illnesses, and drug problems she had to struggle with in her lifetime. In the aftermath of her death, Marilyn Monroe's legacy endured, becoming immortalized as an icon of beauty, vulnerability, and resilience. Her candid vulnerability on and off the screen touched the hearts of many, and she remains an enduring symbol of the complexities of fame and the fragility of human emotions. Clara Bow. Clara Bow, the vivacious it girl of the 1920s, was a trailblazing Hollywood actress who won hearts with her charm and infectious energy. Born on July 29, 1905 in Brooklyn, New York, she rose from a challenging upbringing to become one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Her roles in silent films like Wings and It cemented her as an icon of the jazz age. Despite her dazzling on-screen persona, Clara's life was a roller coaster of emotional turmoil and personal struggles. She faced a troubled childhood, marked by poverty and an unstable family environment. In her pursuit of stardom, Clara had to endure numerous hardships and setbacks, which took a toll on her mental well-being. Behind her radiant smile and captivating performances, Clara battled with depression and anxiety. The constant pressure of fame and the demanding nature of the entertainment industry only added to her emotional challenges. The media attention and public adoration she received came with their own set of burdens, leaving Clara yearning for moments of genuine connection and respite from the limelight. Despite her inner turmoil, Clara Bow managed to keep up appearances, projecting an image of the carefree and exuberant flapper girl. She maintained her bubbly and vivacious persona in public, concealing the depth of her struggles from the prying eyes of the world. Her ability to hide her emotional pain from the public eye became her greatest acting feat off-screen. Unfortunately, the facade could only last so long. Clara's mental health battles eventually took a toll on her personal and professional life. As her career started to wane in the early 1930s, the pressures she faced intensified, further exacerbating her emotional struggles. On the outside, nobody suspected the emotional turmoil Clara was facing. She was the picture of success and happiness, adored by fans worldwide. But on September 27, 1965, Clara Bow's life came to an end. The news of her passing shocked everyone, as the public was unaware of the private pain she endured. Her death brought attention to the hidden battles that Clara and many other stars faced behind the glitzy facade of Hollywood. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor, the iconic Hollywood starlet with violet eyes, captured the world's heart with her beauty, talent, and charisma. Born on February 27, 1932 in London, she became a Hollywood legend, starring in timeless classics like Cleopatra, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Behind her glamorous life, Elizabeth faced a series of health challenges that shaped her journey. One of the most notable was her struggle with scoliosis, a curvature of the spine. This condition caused her chronic pain and required her to wear painful back braces, which she concealed from the public eye during her film career. In addition to scoliosis, Elizabeth Taylor faced numerous other health issues throughout her life. She battled a serious bout of pneumonia in 1961, and in 1962 she was involved in a near-fatal car accident, which led to chronic back pain and further complications. However, it was her lifelong struggle with various respiratory illnesses that proved to be the most debilitating. Elizabeth was diagnosed with bronchitis, pneumonia, and asthma, which often left her bedridden and affected her ability to work on film sets. Despite her health challenges, she remained a consummate professional, giving exceptional performances even while enduring physical pain. Elizabeth Taylor's health struggles were kept under wraps, with only a few close confidants and medical professionals aware of the extent of her ailments. She was determined to maintain her public image as the epitome of strength and beauty, even when her body was betraying her. Many who saw her radiant smile and stunning appearance on the silver screen had no idea of the physical battles she was fighting off camera. Even those who were aware of her health issues did not fully comprehend the severity of her condition until her untimely death. On March 23, 2011, at the age of 79, Elizabeth Taylor passed away due to congestive heart failure. The world was stunned, and her death brought to light the depth of her health struggles that she had kept private for so long. Vivien Leigh. Vivien Leigh, the exquisite British actress renowned for her roles in Gone with the Wind and A Streetcar Named Desire, left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Born on November 5, 1913, her talent and beauty captivated audiences, earning her 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress. Behind the glitz and glamour, Vivien faced a tumultuous battle with bipolar disorder, also known as manic depression. This mental health condition caused her to experience extreme mood swings, ranging from depressive lows to manic highs. Despite her immense success on the big screen, her personal life was fraught with emotional turbulence and psychological challenges. However, during her lifetime, many questioned the legitimacy of her ailment. The stigma surrounding mental health issues, particularly in the mid-20th century, often led to misconceptions and skepticism about such conditions. People may have attributed her mood swings to mere theatrical temperament, or dismissed them as a byproduct of the stress of fame. Vivien Leigh, determined to maintain her reputation as a talented actress and a strong, composed woman, kept her struggles hidden from the public eye. She feared that disclosing her mental health issues might tarnish her image and jeopardize her career. As a result, her condition often remained misunderstood, and her actions were sometimes misinterpreted. The public might have witnessed her ebullient moments on the red carpet, or her captivating performances on stage and assumed that her life was all sunshine and roses. However, behind closed doors, Vivien grappled with the profound impact of her bipolar disorder. The unpredictable mood swings and emotional instability took a toll on her personal relationships and contributed to the challenges in her marriages. In the later years of her life, Vivien Leigh's health declined, exacerbated by her mental health struggles. She tragically passed away on July 7, 1967, at the age of 53. Her death brought renewed attention to her ailment, and over time, a better understanding of bipolar disorder has emerged. Greta Garbo. Greta Garbo, the enigmatic Swedish actress, achieved international fame during Hollywood's golden era for her mesmerizing performances in classics like Camille and Ninotchka. Born on September 18, 1905, her striking beauty and intense on-screen presence made her an icon of the silver screen. Behind the scenes, however, Greta battled with anxiety and depression, which deeply affected her emotional well-being. In an era when mental health was not well understood, misconceptions and skepticism surrounded her struggles. People often perceived her as aloof or mysterious, attributing her reserved nature to arrogance or disdain for the public eye. The truth was far more complex. Greta Garbo was a private person who valued solitude and found the pressures of fame overwhelming. Her introverted personality and unease with public attention were mistaken as signs of a distant and unapproachable demeanor. Her anxiety and depression led her to avoid social events and public appearances, further fueling the public's fascination and misconceptions about her. The media's portrayal of her as a reclusive and eccentric figure only added to the mystery surrounding her struggles. Throughout her career, Greta Garbo preferred to keep her personal life shielded from the public eye, and this air of secrecy led to even more speculation about her mental health. Many questioned the authenticity of her emotional struggles, believing them to be mere attempts to maintain her elusive and alluring image. As the years passed and mental health awareness began to grow, a better understanding of anxiety and depression emerged. It became evident that Greta Garbo's struggles were genuine and deeply affected her well-being. She faced inner battles that were far from the glamorous facade she presented on screen. Her decision to step away from the film industry in 1941, at the height of her career, further fueled speculation and misunderstanding. The public was left to speculate about the reasons behind her retirement, with some doubting the validity of her emotional struggles. It wasn't until after her death on April 15, 1990, that a clearer picture of her struggles with anxiety and depression emerged. Those close to her began to share insights into her private life, shedding light on the challenges she faced behind the scenes. Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow. She was an absolute icon and had an incredibly successful career. Born in 1911, Jean was a total trailblazer and paved the way for many female stars to come. Jean's career took off in the 1930s, and she quickly became known for her platinum blonde hair, stunning looks, and magnetic on-screen presence. She starred in several major roles that solidified her status as a Hollywood darling. Some of her most notable movies include Dinner at 8, 1933, Red Dust, 1932, and Bombshell, 1933. The way she could light up the screen was simply magical, and she was adored by fans all over the world. Now, leading up to her tragic passing, things were quite unexpected and shocking. You see, Jean fell seriously ill in 1937, at the young age of 26. But at first, nobody believed it was as serious as it turned out to be. It was hard to imagine that someone so vibrant and full of life could be facing such a dire situation. It all started with an acute case of sunburn, which, although it might sound innocent, probably took a toll on her health. And as if that wasn't enough, she had to deal with a throat infection and influenza, which I'm sure left her feeling quite under the weather. But wait, there's more. Jean had already faced some serious health battles during her teenage years, like scarlet fever and meningitis. Those illnesses had a lasting impact on her well-being, permanently weakening her health. Fast forward to the weekend before her passing, doctors diagnosed her with uremic poisoning. That was a real shocker for everyone involved. But the Times mentioned that she seemed to be responding well to treatment and was on the road to recovery. It gave her fans so much hope and relief to hear that. So they all brushed it off, thinking she would bounce back in no time. But as the days went by, it became apparent that things were far more serious than anyone had anticipated. Jean's health took a sharp turn for the worse, and she was diagnosed with kidney failure, a condition that was not well understood at the time. Unfortunately, the medical treatments back then weren't as advanced as they are today, and her condition worsened rapidly. Despite the gravity of her situation, fans held on to hope and prayed for her recovery. But sadly, on June 7, 1937, Jean Harlow passed away, leaving a gaping hole in the hearts of her devoted admirers and the entertainment world at large. The reaction to her untimely death was profound. People were devastated and couldn't believe they had lost their beloved Jean. It was like losing a friend, as if a shining star had been extinguished too soon. Her passing also raised awareness about the seriousness of kidney-related illnesses and the need for better medical research and advancements in the field. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to draw attention to important issues and spur positive changes. Even to this day, Jean Harlow's memory lives on through her timeless films and the impact she had on the industry. Her legacy as the original platinum blonde bombshell endures, and her performances continue to captivate new generations of moviegoers. So, while we remember Jean for her immense talent and captivating presence on screen, let's also take a moment to honor her memory and recognize the significance of the contributions she made to the world of entertainment. May she rest in peace, forever cherished in the hearts of her fans. Brittany Murphy. Brittany Murphy. With her unique voice and magnetic presence, Brittany endeared herself to a whole generation through films like Clueless, 1995, and Uptown Girls, 2003. Her versatility extended beyond acting. She also showcased her talents as a voice actress and singer, voicing Gloria in Happy Feet, 2006, and even achieving a #1 hit on Billboard's Hot Dance Club play chart. She was a true gem in the entertainment world, but behind the scenes, Brittany was facing a silent struggle. She lived with health challenges that she kept hidden from the public eye. No one had any idea what she was going through, as she gracefully continued to pursue her career and shine on screen. On December 20th, 2009, tragedy struck. Brittany collapsed in her home, where she lived with her mother, Sharon, and husband Simon Monjack. Despite her best efforts to cope with her illnesses, her body reached a breaking point. She was rushed to the hospital, but her battle with her health took a devastating turn. Brittany went into cardiac arrest and tragically passed away at just 32 years old. It was a heart-wrenching moment for her family, friends, and fans who had no inkling of the health struggles she had been quietly enduring. It's heartbreaking to think that she faced her challenges with such courage and grace, all while keeping her struggles hidden from the world. Sometimes, even those we admire from afar may be fighting their battles in silence. Brittany Murphy's passing left a profound void in the entertainment world, and her fans mourned the loss of a talented and beloved actress. Her memory lives on through her remarkable body of work, which continues to inspire and captivate audiences to this day. Natasha Richardson. Natasha Richardson. Natasha was a force to be reckoned with, making her mark both on stage and on screen. In 1998, she won a Tony Award for her outstanding portrayal of Sally Bowles in the musical Cabaret. She had this amazing ability to captivate audiences, drawing them into the stories she told with her impeccable talent. Off-screen, Natasha had something that seems to be a rarity in Hollywood, a truly happy marriage. She was married to fellow actor Liam Neeson, and their love story was truly heartwarming. Together, they formed a power couple in the entertainment industry, and their love for each other shone bright. But life can be unpredictable, and tragedy struck on March 16, 2009. While taking a skiing lesson, Natasha suffered a fall that resulted in a head injury. Initially, it seemed like just a minor accident, and she declined medical help. Nobody really thought much of it at the time, assuming it was just a small bump. However, soon after, she began experiencing severe headaches, and alarm bells started ringing. Natasha was immediately flown to a hospital, where her condition quickly worsened. It turned out she had suffered an epidural hematoma, a serious and life-threatening condition where blood collects between the skull and the brain. Despite the best efforts of medical professionals, Natasha tragically passed away just 2 days after the accident at only 45 years of age. It was a devastating blow to her family, friends, and fans, who never could have imagined that such a seemingly innocuous fall could have such dire consequences. Natasha Richardson's untimely death left a deep void in the entertainment world. Her talent, grace, and warmth will always be remembered. Her legacy lives on through the incredible performances she gave on stage and screen, and the memories she created with her loved ones. Gilda Radner. Gilda Radner, one of the most influential female comedians in history. She made her mark as part of the original cast of Saturday Night Live, where she brought iconic characters like Roseanne and Baba Wawa to life. Her comedic brilliance and infectious humor left an indelible mark on the world of comedy. Gilda's rise to fame was nothing short of meteoric. Her Emmy win in 1978 for her outstanding portrayals on Saturday Night Live catapulted her into the spotlight, making her a household name. Audiences adored her endearing and hilarious characters, and she quickly became a beloved figure in the entertainment industry. In 1985, however, Gilda's life took a dramatic turn. While filming a movie alongside her husband, Gene Wilder, she began experiencing debilitating fatigue and unexplained pain. Months passed before she received a shocking diagnosis: stage 4 ovarian cancer. It must have been an incredibly challenging and overwhelming time for her and her loved ones. Despite the devastating news, Gilda faced her illness with courage and determination. Over the next 2 years, she bravely underwent surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy in a valiant effort to fight the disease. Her memoir, aptly titled "It's Always Something," candidly chronicled her battles with cancer and served as a source of inspiration and comfort for many facing similar challenges. Gilda's strength and resilience allowed her to achieve remission for a period, offering hope to her fans and supporters. She was applauded as strong and overcoming her sickness, so no one saw coming what happened next. As it turned out, cancer proved itself a formidable foe, and sadly, it returned with a vengeance. On May 20th, 1989, at the young age of 42, Gilda Radner passed away, leaving a void in the hearts of those who cherished her humor and warmth. Her posthumous Grammy win for Best Spoken Word Recording for "It's Always Something" was a poignant recognition of her talent and the impact of her candid and touching memoir. Even in her absence, Gilda's influence continued to be felt and celebrated. Gilda's tragic passing also shed light on the importance of early detection and familial history in cancer cases. Several of her family members had died of ovarian cancer, but doctors initially failed to make this crucial connection. Her death raised awareness about the need for early screening and understanding the significance of family health history in identifying potential risks. If there is anything to be learned from all of these, it's that there is a lot going on behind the smiles of all our favorite celebrities in Hollywood. But perhaps the most intriguing one is the life of Marsha Brady. Click on the screen to see this video next.